lot of questions when it comes to Vijay, and especially we're hearing he's barricading himself in his house when there was a swarm of people, a sea of people who had come out to see him, and his reaction to the tragedy instead is that he's barricading himself in the safety of his house. When all of these people in fact came to see him, he's projecting himself as the next CM candidate, and he's totally absent from this. You know, we also heard from the ADGP that a case has been filed and his secretary has been booked. Do we know anything about this FIR, anything that can, point towards what exactly triggered the stampede, or who is to be blamed, or who is really accountable for this situation?
Well, in fact, we are hearing that an FIR has been lodged, but we are awaiting more information as to against whom the complaint has been registered. But what we do know is that TVK's Karur District Secretary, Mr. Madhiyalagan, a complaint has been registered against him, is what we are hearing, under 4 sections of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita as well. Madhiyalagan has been registered. In fact, we can see visuals of him standing next to Vijay as well. Some very old visuals really implying that he is close to Vijay. A complaint has been filed against him under the grounds of lack of preparations, dereliction of duty, being unaware of the kind of crowd that can potentially come for Actor Neta Vijay. Remember, Vijay had told police department that only 10,000 people would gather, but people gathered in lakhs of numbers. It looks like the police department was heavily underprepared. The onus lies squarely on both the police department and TVK. Both of them are supposed to take the onus of what has happened. The police department, for lack of preparation, although the ADGP claims that sufficient security was given, but if it was given, why is it that people tried breaking out of huts to find an escape route? Why is it that 39 people have lost their lives? So really this washing of hands.
All right, Anaga, I'll ask you to stay on with us as we listen into the reactions coming in after the Karur tragedy, which claimed the lives of many.
மொத்தம் 39 உயிர்கள் இதுவரைக்கும் நம்ம இழந்திருக்கிறோம். இதுல ஆண்கள் 13 பேர், பெண்கள் 17 பேர், ஆண் குழந்தைகள் 4 பேர், பெண் குழந்தைகள் 5 பேர். ஒரு அரசியல் கட்சி நடத்தின கூட்டத்தில் இத்தனை பேரை இழந்த துயரமான சம்பவம் என்பது இதுவரை நடக்காதது, இனிமேல் நடக்கக்கூடாதது. மேலும் 51 பேர் தீவிர சிகிச்சை பிரிவில் அனுமதிக்கப்பட்டு சிகிச்சை பெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கிறாங்க. அதுல 26 பேர் ஆண்கள், 25 பேர் பெண்கள். இவங்க எல்லாரும் விரைவில் குணமடைந்து நலமடைந்து விரைவில் வர வேண்டும் என்று நான் நம்புகிறேன். வருவார்கள் என்று நிச்சயமாக நான் நம்புகிறேன். இறந்து போன அந்த உயிர்களுக்கெல்லாம் கனத்த இதயத்தோடு நான் அஞ்சலி செலுத்துகிறேன். அவங்க குடும்பத்துக்கு என்ன ஆறுதல் சொல்லி தேற்றுவது என்று தெரியாமல் திக்கு முக்காடி கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். அதுக்குதான் உயர்நீதிமன்றத்தினுடைய ஓய்வு பெற்ற நீதிபதி தலைமையில ஆணையம் அமைக்கப்பட்டிருக்கு. அந்த ஆணையம் விசாரிச்சு முழுமையா சொல்லும். இதுக்கிடையில நீங்க கேட்கிற மாதிரி அரசியல் நோக்கத்தோடு எதையும் சொல்ல நான் விரும்பல. திருப்பி தான் சொல்ல போறேன். ஆனா ஆணையம் அதுக்காக அமைச்சிருக்கிறோம். அந்த ஆணையத்தின் மூலமாக உண்மை வெளிவரும். அந்த உண்மை வெளிவருகிறவர் நிச்சயமாக உரிய நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்படும். ஆணையம் சொல்லுகிற அந்த அறிக்கையின் அடிப்படையில் உரிய நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்படும். யார் கைது செய்யப்படுவார், யார் கைது செய்ய மாட்டார், நீங்கள் கேட்கிற எந்த இடத்தோடு கேட்கிறீங்களோ அதுக்கெல்லாம் நான் உட்படுவதற்கு தயாராக இல்லை. விரைவில் வருவதற்கான முயற்சி நிச்சயமாக ஈடுபடும்.
Let's finish this formalities first. Let's do the investigation first. Okay, we'll talk to you after the investigation is completed. We'll have to get the preliminary investigation done. We'll tell you later. Okay, a case has been registered. Okay, we'll give you the details later.
Currently, totally there are 67 people. அதுல பார்த்தோம்னா இப்போ எவ்வளவு இருக்காங்க?
51 admission sir.
IP. Okay.
Current admission.
So there are totally 95 overall admission. 51 are here in the hospital. Casualties totally 39. All are safe except one who is a little bit critical. Yeah. Best possible medical care is provided to all the children.
So these are the reactions, coming in after the Karur tragedy. You just heard MK Stalin talking to the reporters, and he's at the hospital visiting and looking at the situation there, where he's meeting the kin of the deceased. He's also announced relief, 10 lakh rupees for the kin of the deceased and 1 lakh for those who are injured. Anaga, if you're still with us, you're there on the ground, you're en route the hospital. You've also mentioned that the shops have been closed. Can you give a sense of the kind of mood that we're seeing on the ground there? You mentioned it's a black day that's been, announced there. What is the kind of, mood there when we see it? Alright, so right now on your visuals on your screen, you can see the kind of crowds that swelled in to see TVK Chief Vijay. And on your right, you also see MK Stalin at the hospital, and where we can see a lot of people being rushed in as he's there to meet the kin of the deceased and those who are injured. 95 people are currently being treated, 51 in government hospital and 44 are currently in the private hospitals. On your screens, you can see the amount of crowd that had come to witness Vijay, actor turned politician, his rally as he's, right before the upcoming Tamil Nadu elections. We're also seeing MK Stalin, who's at the hospital, but Vijay right now is missing in action. His only latest reaction was a Twitter post that he put in. After that, he's flown to Chennai. We're also hearing in that, he has barricaded himself inside his house where the security is there to protect him. Whereas we're seeing in more political reactions come in from the rest of the party leaders. We're seeing MK Stalin, who's there at the hospital. He's also, speaking to the reporters. He has mentioned that he can't really comment on the kind of death toll. It's the first such, huge amount of people who've been lost at a political rally. 39 people have lost their lives, amongst those were many children and women. 95 of those are right now being treated. 51 people are in government hospitals. 44 have been admitted in private hospitals. We also heard before this, the health secretary saying that one of these victims was a very young child who's in the ICU at the moment, and the rest hopefully are recovering.